Come on, come on.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, man. Let loose back in the building. You know what time it is, man. You got the infamous, diabolical, relentless, undeniable, undisputed, retaining, greatest tag team podcast champions of the world. Jordan the Juggernaut James that's not here. Hey, Sam Moneyman Bam, and you know we got the co-captain, West V, and we are the Let Loose Podcast.
Yo,
Yo!
what's
Hey,
goodies?
what's goodies, man? First things first, let me put on the lokes.
Yeah, put them on, brother.
Let you know what time it is, man. It's time to let loose again. Hey, my homeboy, whatever, man, had to dip out real quick, whatever, man. But we still handling business, standing on business for real. So anyway,
Ten toes down, baby. 10 toes
you
down.
already know, man, the kids, man, we still gonna do things, man. You know, one missing, whatever, man. We gotta pick up the pieces. So West V, man, what's good, bro, man? How you living, bro?
I'm chilling, brother. How are you? How are you
Doing,
doing down there in Florida?
man, we good, bro, man. A couple little shingles came down or whatever from the storm, but we've been pretty much safe. But man, shout out to all them people, man, in North Carolina and all those other places that got hit by that storm. And man, bro, it's been brutal, bro, for a lot of people, bro. Bridges going down and it's just been a lot going on. So, man, our thoughts and prayers are always with everybody in these storms and any situation that you're going through, man. We always gonna be with you, man. Our heart and our prayers, man, always gonna be with the people all around the world.
Yeah, for sure. Big fucking facts on that, man. I hope everybody is safe. I hope everybody is, taking care of their families. I mean, I haven't. It's been raining. I'm in West Virginia. It's been raining for literally like 4 or 5, 6 days. It seems like fucking
Hmm.
forever. Today is the first day that we had sunshine. Um, I think it might even be raining tomorrow or at least cloudy. So I don't know if that's some sort of late effect to the
Hmm.
hurricane. But
Hmm.
anybody in down south, North Carolina, South Carolina, Louisiana, all of them, Florida. I hope you guys are safe down there, Sam. Like you said, you guys had a little bit of damage, some shingles came off and shit like that. But just happy to see you guys are good.
Yes, sir. Definitely good. Definitely good.
All right,
So
so with Jordan not being here this week, he gave me his picks for this week, and me and Sam are going to run through them and give you ours, just like we normally do. Um, Going to try to make this short as sweet as fucking possible. If not, it is what it is.
yep.
All right, so as we currently have going on right now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are facing the Atlanta Falcons. Um,
Yeah.
if I'm
Ooh.
not mistaken, it's 7-7, correct?
7-7. Yep.
Seven
Seven
seven,
seven right
correct.
now.
All
Hmm.
right. What I'm seeing right now, the Buccaneers have the ball.
Yep. Just
I
missed the
do
field.
have
The Falcons
uh
just missed the field goal, two field goal back to back. One of them was
oh.
offsides on us.
Ah,
And man, for real, they missed another 41 yarder with Cool. And he usually doesn't miss those, man. He's pretty
right.
automatic, but he missed
Exactly.
two back to back. So hey, good luck on our side right now. Bucky Irvin just took a nice little run, maybe like 20-yard run. So man, we're looking good offensively. So let's get it, Bucks.
So I'm gonna just assume that you already have the Bucks winning this game.
You already know it.
All
You
right.
already know.
All right. That's a fucking given, obviously. Do you have them covering? What you got on the spread and shit?
So I believe it's 44. I think it's 44, 40.
It is 43 and a half. 43 and
Yes.
a half.
Yep. So I'm going to over on that. Yeah, I'm gonna go to over on that one. Yeah,
All
I think
right,
that'll be the
Bucks in
yeah.
the over.
Mm-hmm.
You got Atlanta covering it at least or anything like that?
Nah, uh-uh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
because we're the
sure.
underdogs. We're the underdogs.
For sure. Yeah,
Yeah, we're the
surprisingly.
upset pick. Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's crazy is to me is Mayfield has already thrown for almost 1,000 yards. He's got 8 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions,
Mm-hmm.
whereas Kirk Cousins, he's a little bit behind that. He's about 80 yards behind that.
Mm-hmm.
He's at 864 coming into this game. He's at 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Right. Not
This is
looking
a pro
good.
this is a prime time game, and we
Mm-hmm.
all know Kirk Cousins is a nobody when it comes to a prime time game.
Ex-
If I do
Except
recall
when you play
correctly,
except when you play Philadelphia. You definitely handle your
well,
business.
yeah, the last prime time game he had, he did win, and I told Jordan earlier that this my fucking camera might have been frozen, might be frozen.
It's okay.
Um,
Run it up.
Kirk Cousins would have to win another one or two primetime games for me to have faith in him in primetime games.
Hmm.
Um, I got the Bucks taking this. I got not Atlanta covering. I got the same thing that you got. I got the same thing as you got,
Hmm.
and Jordan's got Bucks. We got the Bucks winning this game. They're going to hit the over. No cover. No cover. Boom. If I can learn how to spell.
Hmm.
All
What's
right,
the
give me
next
one
game?
second. Technical
Hmm.
difficulties. Give me 1 second.
Got my dog picture on here, man. We doing big things, man. We definitely doing big things over here in the Let News podcast. And Tampa just kicked the field goal, and it looked like it's going to be good. So it is 10-7 Tampa Bay right now. They stopped us on the 3rd and 3. I thought they was going to get it.
There we are. We're good.
Knocked
We're
the
good.
ball
We're
out
good.
of
We're good.
sands. Yep, knocked the ball out of sands. So everything is good.
All right, we're good. We're good. So we all got the Bucks. We all got the over. Atlanta's not going to cover. We're going to hit the next game. First game on Sunday. New Jersey. Oh, New Jersey. God damn it. Every time New Jersey because they're in New Jersey.
They in New Jersey, right?
Yeah, we got the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings are favored by 2.5, and the over and under is 40.5.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you got? Go for it.
I like Minnesota. Minnesota still is good. The defense for Minnesota, man, is really so spectacular. It's just been crazy. You know, with the new acquisition of Jones, he's over there now, whatever, killing it. Like he, man, 100 yards, man,
Yep.
he does it all. He catches, he runs, he blocks, he does all that stuff. I don't understand why Green Bay would ever give him away, but thank you. And he went to your division, whatever, to really show you that he is what he say he is, and he's been doing good. He had some injuries, so like the longevity throughout the season or whatever, we have to watch because he's not so durable like in the middle of the season. It's always
Yeah.
like week 8, week 9, you know, like going into those crucial games. But man, they got that stuff going on. Sam Darnold, man, the resurgence of Sam Darnold, man, is freaking
Yeah, man. He's
amazing
been
as well.
balling out.
It's like 1 and 2. You know, it's like the most craziest things I've ever seen in my life. Um, Man, Justin Jefferson, man, Addison over there, man, they got all that stuff going on. I gotta go with Minnesota. The Jets defense is good. They had a good game last week, whatever. They lost 10-9 in that rainy game
Bro,
against
I'm
Bo
not
Nix
sold
at
on.
Denver. But like I say, man, they just got to get that stuff together offensively. They're not sound. They're not getting that stuff like in sync. So it's gonna take them a couple more weeks to get that stuff in sync. I think they'll be fine. But right now, Minnesota is on the hot streak, 4-0. Man, I don't see those guys beating. Not in Minnesota. No way.
Well, it's not in Minnesota. It's in London. This is a London
Oh, the
game.
London? Okay, okay,
Correct. So
okay, okay.
does that change your thing?
Not at all.
Okay. All
Not at
right.
all.
Well, Jordan has the Jets and he has them covering the over
Hmm.
against Minnesota. I I am not sold on the Jets. I've never really been a huge Aaron Rodgers fan. For some reason, I just cannot get on his fucking whatever
His
his
bandwagon.
bandwagon, man.
Hmm.
I cannot get on it. I don't know why. I think he's a jackass. Is he his talent wise, he's
Coming through the
phenomenal.
roof. Yeah, through the roof.
Phenomenal talent, but as a person, he just comes off as a smug, arrogant asshole. Aside
Hmm.
from that, and I try not to hold that against him when it comes to the football field,
Hmm.
but Sam Darnold right now is fucking balling out right
Killing.
now.
Killing.
Undefeated, if I do recall, they haven't
Hmm.
lost yet.
Yep, 4-0.
The
Hmm.
Jets, the defense is okay. The offense, they're talking about Devontae Adams coming in there, and we can talk about that if you want later on
Hmm.
when we get to the Las Vegas game. But obviously, he's not going to be there this week. So, um, as far as this week, I got Minnesota, man. I really like them. Unfortunately, for Michigan, you know, JJ McCarthy, he's not the one that's doing this. It's Sam
Sam
Darnold.
Darnold. Hmm.
So maybe next year. Yeah, I mean,
You never know
I think
now.
I think
Because
Jordan hit on it last.
all the
Jordan hit
cards
on
on
it
the
last
table now.
week. It's going to be it might be a quarterback controversy coming up this off season if Sam Darnold especially continues to play the way that he's playing.
That's his job.
Um,
That's his job to lose now, unless he gets hurt or
yeah,
something like that. He's the starter. It
yeah,
doesn't matter if
exactly.
JJ comes back or whatever, healthy, bad as
Yep,
ever.
yep,
Faster, stronger. More precise. It doesn't even matter because you're going to be the backup now.
exactly,
If
exactly.
Sam Donald wins 10, 12, 13 games and he stays on the streak, bro, there's no way that you can pull the hot hand. There's no way. I wouldn't do it.
It'd
For
be
real.
really difficult for them to say, "Hey, I know you fucking got us to the playoffs. I know you got us to the conference championship, but we drafted JJ for a reason."
Right.
I get it on both ends, but if Sam Darnold were to be able to get them to the conference championship or even one game from that, it'd be really tough to sit there and say, "Hey, man, it's JJ's team. He's going to be the
Right.
fucking
There's
he's
no
going to
way.
be the
The
starting
guy.
quarterback."
There's no way. There's no way.
So you
So I
got
got the
Minnesota.
under. I got the under on that one.
You got the
I got the
under.
under
Okay,
because
okay,
because I do believe that the Jets defense is pretty stout.
okay.
So
Yeah,
it's going to be a
you're
close
right.
game. It's
Yep.
going to be a close game. Like I said, the defense is the best part of the Jets right now because freaking Allen and your boy what's the other running back name?
Bryce.
Bryce. Right.
Yeah.
Bryce Hall.
Yep.
He not really doing much right now. Whatever. He's kind of slowing down a little bit too. So they're gonna have a big game in London. But I just don't think it's gonna be enough with that Minnesota defense tearing it up right now. So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
going with Minnesota. I'm going to under.
Yep. Exactly. What's up to Jordan James, man? The myth, the legend.
Yes, sir.
The man, the myth, the legend commented on our thing. Even though he's not on the pod, he's out there watching. Uh oh, okay, that's what it is. All right, we might be having some technical difficulties again.
It's all good, man. We're gonna roll it all night. What's the next game, brother?
The next game is the Carolina Panthers, the Chicago Bears. Chicago is favored by 4, and the over/under is 4.5. I mean, I don't even know who to go with on that game, to be honest.
The over under is what? How many points?
40.5.
40.5?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Bro, I think I gotta go with Carolina on this.
What?
I gotta go with Carolina.
Wow.
With the switch of the quarterback, man, that changed everything, man. The whole way the offense runs.
That's true.
The defense is already pretty stout, but when you're having all those 3 and outs, you can't freaking get in a rhythm, So now they got Dalton over there. They got Redhead, don't care, over there. He's a lot better than Bryce Young, man. He's taller. He's more of a prototypical quarterback. He started numerous amount of games. He has 10,000 yards over total passing yards, man. He's done that stuff. He's been to the playoffs. He took Cincinnati to the playoffs. Bro, he knows how to do that stuff. So I'm going with Carolina on this in the upset. 4.5 points, man. Chicago still hasn't showed me that they can do anything on offense. Caleb Williams, man, is busted right now because he's not getting that stuff done, bro. And you got all the receivers, you got all the help, but the offensive line is killing you, bro. That pressure bust pipes are make diamonds, and you Cuban zirconium right now. Moissanite. You're a moissanite right now, bro. You might look good at sometimes, but a lot of the times, bro, man, it takes the reps, and the IQ just not there yet, From coming from a spread offense at USC, that's really like freaking just 100% go to like trying to slow it down and man, that Eberflus offense is not it, bro. It's not it.
Yeah, I think let's see who had actually Jordan has the Panthers. He has the Panthers as well going over this game. And given freaking Sam Darnold, is that who it is? Or no, it's goddamn the Red Rocket. The Red Rocket.
Right, Dalton.
Yeah, Dalton. Yeah, man, this might be a good game. I think Chicago might be able to do it. They're not as bad as the Carolina Panthers as far as being a dumpster fire and just but Caleb Williams just has not been playing very well so far
at all.
in this in his professional career. And they're still winning games, and Carolina's only won one. Did they win last year or last week? Or was that
Carolina
the
won
first game?
2 weeks ago, I believe it was.
Yeah, so they lost this past week.
I believe
All
so.
right, so yeah, so that's not necessarily a for sure thing that just because um the Red Rocket is the quarterback that they're going to be,
It gives them a better chance, though. It gives
I
them a
mean,
better
he does for
chance.
sure, 100,000%. He
Hmm
does, but I'm not. It's not enough for me to sit there and say that it's going to be Panthers with the upset, I guess you could say. So
Yeah.
I'm going to take Chicago, and it's a 40 and a half is the over under, and I'm going to take. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game, so I'm going to take the under.
Okay.
They're
Mhm.
both dumpster fires. I mean, yeah, all they got to do is, score at least 20, 21 points each to hit this, but I just don't see it. So you're going to take Carolina, and you're going to take the over, or you're going to take the under.
I'm going to take the over. I'm thinking
Okay.
41, 42 points. I
All
don't
right,
think it's gonna,
gotcha.
I don't think it's going to be much over though. But
Yeah,
I feel like,
it's not really going to be too much
mhm.
over. And Jordan
Yeah.
has the over as well.
Mhm. And with Chuba Hubbard over there, man, doing this thing, I feel like he's a big part of that stuff too. Now because they have a threat in the air, now he can get also with the play actions and the RPOs and that's how he plays, man. He plays super hard. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He can run super aggressive, and I feel like he's the difference maker too. Now he's playing up to snuff like he's supposed to be anyway, like he was last year and whatever in those last couple games, you know.
Yeah, for sure. It
Hmm
might be a decent game. It might be just a fucking. It
Low
ain't
key
gonna
is
be a.
gonna be a good one. Yeah,
It
low
ain't
key
gonna
is
be a
gonna.
barn burner by any means, but
Nah.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. So the next game after that is Baltimore against Cincinnati, where Baltimore is a 2.5 favorite with the over under being 49 and a half. One
Ooh.
of the largest over and unders of the week.
hmm
I'm going to take Baltimore on this, man. They looked really good against Buffalo. I think they might be settling down to where they're finding themselves and they're getting on the same page with Derrick Henry being on there. He fucking ran all over the Buffalo Bills last week.
You did.
They had no fucking answer for that guy.
hmm
And going against Cincinnati, their fucking defense isn't that great either. So I'm assuming
hmm
that he's going to do the same exact thing. Uh, he's going to do the same exact thing over them.
hmm
I can't, as much as I like Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals, you got Jamar Chase, who just, he's not, I mean, he might be okay now that he's playing, but, he wants that contract. They don't have Joe Mixon, T. Higgins.
hmm
Is he still hurt or did he play last
Nah, he
game?
played last week. He played
Okay.
last week. Get him
So
like
he's
get him
he's
like 70
probably,
yards.
yeah,
They get
he's
him like
probably
70.
still like getting into football shape and stuff like that. So and Cincinnati just got their first win of the season last week.
Hmm
So I don't know, man. I'm taking Baltimore on this. Baltimore, I mean, they're just fucking they're legit, man. They get all the fucking weapons, and they're in the conversation possibly to get Devontae Adams. If they get him, man,
Yeah.
they might be a lock for the
Mm.
Super Bowl, man. It would be
Ooh.
really scary if he goes there. So
Right.
with all that said, I'm gonna take Baltimore. I'm going to take the over. I think Cincinnati offensively they can still hang in there, but
They can.
defensively, if Derrick Henry gets going, it's a lost cause, man.
hmm I can go with that. I like Baltimore as well.
All right.
So the thing is, Zach Moss, man, got that stuff going last week as well. So if they can get the running game together, if they can get like 120 yards out of both of those running backs,
Yep.
man, it's going to be a good game. But I don't know if they can do that stuff on the Ravens defense because defense, like their rush defense, is pretty good. but their pass defense, man, they get smoked up a lot. So if they can balance that stuff out or whatever, man, they might can cover that spread. But right now, like with Derrick Henry and all those guys or whatever putting that stuff together, man, I don't see nobody beating them right now for real. They finna go on a nice little streak because they got exactly what they needed to do, and they did that stuff perfectly last week against Buffalo, who I thought Buffalo might have got with them, maybe not blew them out or whatever, but Buffalo couldn't do anything against those guys.
Yeah, so you got the over under. I'm sorry, what'd you say about that?
I got the over. I got the over on that one.
Okay.
I got the
Baltimore over. I got the same thing. Baltimore over. Jordan has the Bengals and he has the over. He has them he has them getting the upset.
Because he loves Joe Burrow, man.
Yeah, I love Joe Burrow too.
He can't do no wrong in Jordan's eyes, man. He can't do no wrong.
I love Joe Burrow too, man. I think, man, just he had the arguably the greatest college football season in his last season at LSU, man.
60 touchdowns, definitely.
Oh my God,
no problem.
They just made everything look so fucking easy, even in the national championship, man.
Right.
They just made it all look easy.
But the guys he had though, man, was freaking superstars.
Right.
Yeah,
guys. Exactly.
He had a team built from heaven.
He does have one of them from that team on his team now, Jamar Chase, if I recall correctly. But I mean, just in the pros, from the pros to the college, man, it's completely different game. So
it is.
Regardless of the fact taking.
And around this time or whatever, this is when he gets hot anyway.
Yeah, they do start slow and then they catch fire. Yep.
2 games, 3 games in the hole, just like dumb mistakes, just losing at the end, just like with the Kansas City game.
Yep.
But now, yeah, he's about to get on fire, but I just don't feel like he can't beat them boys right now.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to beat them either.
Them Ravens is on fire right now.
They
showed that they're about business, man. So
they got that confidence. They beat Buffalo, who was undefeated at the time, and they were looking very, very, very good. So I think that probably helps them out and, giving themselves confidence. So yeah, I've definitely taken them. Like I said, me and you, we're taking Baltimore the over. Jordan's taking the Bengals, and they're going to hit the over. And for the next game after that, we got Miami going into New England, where New England is favored by only 1 point, given it's 1 point, but they are favored. And the over-under is 36.5. It's one of the lowest over-unders of the week. Man, I just feel terrible for Miami because of the whole Tua thing. You got Snoop coming in there, Snoop Huntley coming in there, trying still, to catch up and learn the playbook and learn the offense and stuff like that. He kind of got beat up the last game, and they lost to who the hell did they play? I forget already.
They played Tennessee.
Oh yeah, they played Tennessee. And I think the reason why they lost is because Will Levis wasn't playing that game.
100%.
Mason Rudolph came in that game, and he took, he just game managed it, got them the lead, and they were. Miami just wasn't being.
That's
it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Miami just wasn't.
I'll take the reins on this motherfucker. No,
yeah, man.
That's it.
Yep. So Mason Rudolph's out there, and girls' DMs and shit asking if they're still in Miami, and he's like, "Hey, pull up. I'm driving. I'm coasting." So for this game, man, I still got Jacoby Brissett as a New England quarterback. I think I might take New England in this game. I just don't believe in Miami right now while Tua is out. And even when he comes back, I think it just might be they might be too precautious with him, given the all the fucking concussions and all that shit.
Right.
So I got New England. I got them covering it. I don't think I'm going to take the over. I think it's going to be a low scoring game. Because what all does fucking New England have? They don't really have nobody. Miami, Tyreek Hill, and Waddle. They're without Tua, they're just not getting it done.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Not yet.
exactly. I
And
mean,
then
this
they
could
lost
be it.
and
This
then they
could,
lost their man Phillips. They lost their man Phillips
yeah,
for
that
the
is true.
year
Yep,
too.
he is out. He is
So
out.
defensively, I already thought that Miami was weak. I always thought they was weak, whatever. The only guy they really got over there is Ramsey. He's still shut down over there. Jordan think he's like top two, top three. Mm, I don't know. Maybe it's just a
He
scheme. Maybe it's just a scheme or something or whatever.
he
I'm
does
just not
have the
sitting.
Pats. He does have the Pats winning this game.
Mhm.
I don't know his explanation unless he wants to chime in here in the chat. Uh,
Real quick touchdown, Mike Evans again, man. Let's go. Mike
yes,
Evans, man.
I'm seeing a field goal right now.
Ah,
17-14
we repping.
Buccaneers, baby.
We repping, baby. For real. Shout out to them Buccaneers, man. Showed me love last week. All them Philadelphia fans, man. Y'all can bite one, a big one, too. For real. I can't stand y'all bums. Straight up.
Worst fan base in
Man, get
sports,
out of
man.
here. All those
Worst
guys,
fan
man,
base in
y'all Philly
sports.
fans, get out of here, man. Talk about, oh, we ain't got cheesesteaks and this is the worst place in the world and all that shit, man. Get your bum ass up out of here. Straight up. Get up out of here, man. For real, man. We doing big things, man. Tampa, man. Tampa for life. Let's go, baby.
All
But
right,
yeah,
brother. Who you got in this game, Miami
so
or
I
New
got
England?
I got New England and I got the over. I just feel like, man, these defenses, whatever, not gonna show up. And Stevenson, I feel like Stevenson's gonna have a big game this game. I believe they can run all over Miami's defense, especially with Phillips being out.
Yep. And they
So
don't
I got
have what was that linebacker who was a fucking stud, Van Kinkle?
okay.
Yeah, he's not there this year. I can't remember where he went, but he was a boss last year,
Hmm.
and they don't have him now. So their fucking run defense isn't looking too good.
Not at all. So I'm thinking it's gonna be more than what you say, 36 or 34.
For that game, it is 36 and a half.
Okay, so I'm thinking a little bit over that. I think
Over
they'll both.
that?
I think they'll both be in the 20s. I feel like Snoop Huntley will get that stuff together a little bit. Got to do some RPOs. Got to do some
Yeah.
quick passes. Tyreek Hill will be in the backfield a little bit too. They were showing that stuff last week that he was getting in the backfield. He was getting some of that stuff going, but it was already too far down to really get that stuff to make a difference in the ball game. So
Right, right.
those things being said, like I said, I don't feel like Miami's gonna be down all the way until Tua gets back. I feel like Snoop has the talent to get that stuff done. He can run the ball, so you got to do
Yeah,
like
he
some
is a mobile
options.
quarterback.
Yeah,
That is for
you got to
sure.
do some option plays. Like for real,
Yep.
he kept those guys pretty much in that stuff till like the third quarter. Man, the boys start scoring. And they start doing wildcat plays and stuff like that as well. So with that being said, you just got to add a couple more like quick passes and little different runs and flea flickers or whatever inside the game. So you got to do that stuff. So that's gonna be the key to the New England winning. And I'm
Yeah,
like I
we
said, I'm
all we
going the
all have
over.
them. We all have them. You got them
Over. I got the over.
you got the over, but do you have Miami covering at least? Probably not, I wouldn't say. Only being one
It's just
point.
1 point. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it
it's
wouldn't
only one
matter.
point.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. Right.
Right. So all
Can't win,
right.
can't win by half a point.
Exactly. So the next game after that, we got Cleveland going into Washington, D.C., who
Mhm.
is a 3-point favorite. And the over-under is 43 and a half, man. I'm telling you what, I keep wanting to call them the Redskins, man, but the
Mhm.
Commanders are in my division. And out of all those teams are the team that I'm worried about because
Mhm.
Jaden Daniels is a
He's here.
goddamn boss, man.
He's here.
As soon as he got drafted there, I was like, holy shit, it ain't about Philly, it ain't about Dallas, it's about them because nobody has a lot of tape on him. They don't know how to prepare for him. And I
Right.
know this is week 5, so they do have a little bit of something on him,
Mhm.
but they don't have enough to stop him. He is lighting it up, man. He is very proficient. He's accurate. He's a dual threat. He can run the shit out of the ball.
Mhm.
They got chemistry already, and they're just doing really good, man. I'm definitely going to take fucking Redskins. I'm definitely going to take the Commanders over Cleveland because obviously Cleveland's just a shit show. Deshaun Watson, I haven't really heard what's going on. with all those with the oncoming
Allegations
allegations and shit like that. But even outside that, Cleveland's just not really playing very well.
at all.
On paper, they look very good. They look great. They look like a potential Super Bowl caliber team,
Mhm.
but on the field, it's a fucking dumpster fire. Now I'm not sure what's going on. If maybe Jameis Winston needs to get in there and pull, a Sam Darnold or
I don't know. I don't
or a
know.
Red Rocket or whatever.
Mhm.
The second string needs to come in there and be successful. I don't know, man. But Cleveland right now they're not doing it, and I don't know what else to say. But I'm going to take the Commanders. I'm going to take the Commanders with this game. 43 and a half. It's going to go over, and I have Washington covering.
Mhm. So the thing about Washington, man, that defense been acting up too. So they've been acting wild and stuff too. So that's the thing. Not a lot of big names over there, and they've been doing that stuff. So with that being said, I'm definitely going with Washington. And like I said, McLaurin been doing this thing lately, man. They're
Yes,
having
sir.
fun again. They're doing big work. Cleveland, I think Nick Chubb should be back in practice. I believe he's been practicing. I'm not
Uh,
sure if he's gonna. I'm not
this
sure if he's
might be
gonna
the first week that
play.
he's back. This might be the first week that he's back.
So that'll change a lot if he plays. But I'm gonna say that he's not gonna play not so soon off of that injury. So
Yep.
I'm definitely going with Washington. I'm going with Washington, but I'm going the under because Cleveland defense is still pretty stout. They can stay in a lot of games.
You got Washington. You got them with the over,
I got them
and
with
they're
the
covering
under. I got them with the under.
under,
I
under,
got them with
under.
the under.
All right.
I think Cleveland covers. I think Cleveland covers.
Okay.
Maybe like a 2 point game or so. But it's just gonna be a super tight game defensively. Jaden Daniels have been showing out. He's been doing it. He got the wheels, he got the arm, but at the same time, he's still young. And that Cleveland defense, man, can clamp his ass up, bro. As long as you don't let him run all over you, whatever, you gotta let him beat you with his arm. That's the only way that you have a chance at stopping this guy, In
Well,
the,
he's
in
a
the
dual threat man, so he can run too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But Cleveland got Myles Garrett down there. You know what I'm saying? Is he out?
I don't think
Myles?
so. I don't think so.
Okay,
No,
okay.
I don't remember. I don't remember hearing anything that has him out. So as
hmm
far as I know, he's playing.
Okay. So, like I say, still that defense, man, is still top notch.
Cleveland's defense is Cleveland's defense. They've really been known for that over the past 5, 6, 7 years or whatever.
hmm
More than their offense,
Right.
but they're just for whatever reason, man. This year is just not.
Not it.
It's
Not
not
it.
working right now.
Which with no Chubb, bro, and then no David Njoku.
Right.
It's just been hard for those guys.
Yep.
Hard for those guys. Yep.
All right. So Sam. Jordan has Washington as
Mhm.
well. He has them covering, and he has the over. So
I got it
we're pretty much.
on the
Well,
same
he has
page.
the over. Me and you have Cleveland covering it. So
hmm
we have the over, but Cleveland's going to cover it.
hmm
Um, the following game after that, we got the Colts versus the Jaguars,
hmm
who are favored by 3. Surprisingly, I mean, I don't know if it's surprisingly. If I had to pick one of the two, I guess I would pick Jacksonville. The over under for that game is 46 and a half. I mean, I know I say a dumpster fire a lot on the pod, but when I say it, this is what I'm talking about. Dumpster fire between these two. They got AR-15 out. I think he's still out from being hurt a
I
couple
think
weeks
he's
ago.
out. I think he's out.
Um, Fucking Jacksonville, they supposedly named the field after Trevor Lawrence for
hmm
whatever reason.
Right.
They haven't even won yet, have they? They don't. They're still. Yeah, they
Mm-mm.
haven't won yet.
0-4. 0-4.
But if I were to choose them to win a game, I think I would choose it over the Indianapolis Colts. Just given Michael Pittman's not really getting. He's not getting it going. I don't know what it
That's
is.
it.
They don't have.
Giving it to Pierce. Pierce is the
Yeah,
guy.
they don't have. who's the fucking running back? I'm lost. I'm
Taylor,
lost. Yeah,
Jonathan
they don't
Taylor.
have him. He's not there. Uh, and they just don't have an identity. I think their defense might be somewhat decent, but it's not good
50-50.
enough to overcome at least Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm. So you like
So
the Jags?
yeah, I'm going to take the Jags over this. I'm going to have them cover. It's only 3 points. But I think the over under. I know every time I say it's not going to be a low score, it's not going to be a high scoring game. It fucking at least hits the over under.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I'll say it'll be over. I'll give it that. So I got the Jags. I got them to cover, and I got the over.
So with the Jaguars, I think their biggest problem is Evan Ingram not being healthy because
Yep.
that's his go-to. I think he had 11 touchdowns last year, and he hasn't played a single game this year. And with the young guy, they got Brian Thomas Jr.
Yep.
He's been stellar. I think he's done big work. Christian Kirk is starting to get back in track. ETN, ever since that fumble in Miami, man, you just ain't been the same. Like I don't know if it's a mental block or something like that.
It could be. It really could be.
That's the only thing I'm
Small
thinking, bro.
mistakes can
Because
lead
because you
to
could
bigger
be,
things.
bro, you could be a top 5 running back in the AFC right now if you, like I said, just stay on it. For real, you can't let that
I
little mess
wanted to
up or
draft him in my
whatever.
draft in my fantasy team, but
Hmm.
I don't trust the Jags, man. I don't trust him
Right.
for fucking anything. So I
Hmm.
don't think he's that type of running back that can carry a team.
Right.
There's
Hmm.
not many running backs out there. Maybe Derrick Henry can still do it. Maybe CMC might be able to do it when he's 100% healthy.
Hmm.
But he's got tendonitis and all this other shit in both of his legs. So who knows
Right.
when he's
No
gonna be
telling.
able to return?
But you knew he was injury prone, whatever,
Yeah.
when they
Yep.
got him. That's why they got
Yep.
him for such a low price.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, but the thing with the Jaguars and stuff too, man, the emergence of Tank Bigsby, the backup running back. And I seen him in preseason and he was killing. I think he had like 100 yards last week. And like I say, man, that man's a star in the making, bro. Tank Bigsby, he got hurt last year or whatever. So in like game 3, week 3, week 4, or something like that, or whatever, and missed the season. But now he's coming back, man. He's the domino effect for real. I feel like because they got to get him more carries. He can catch the ball out the backfield, man. He does it all, whatever. Small guy, just powerful guy.
Yeah.
Just runs through the holes, whatever. Don't do all that cutting and juking, and man, just boom,
Right.
A gap, B gap, boom, just right through it. You feel me? And gets that stuff done. So I feel like the Jaguars will win their first game this week. In Jacksonville, they need
Yep.
it. The crowd needs it. The city
Yep.
needs it. They need that stuff to be like on point this week. Hopefully, Ingram can get back involved in some type of way, shape, or form, some type of manner. But if not, man, gotta go with Big Tank Bigsby, man, because he's definitely shown that he wants to play, man. He's a part of this NFL, man, and he wants to take this shit to the next level. So I'm going with Jacksonville, and I'm gonna take the under as well on that one.
You got them covering at least.
Yeah, they're gonna cover definitely. They're gonna definitely cause they favorite, right?
Yeah, by 3.
So they favorite whatever. So they're supposed to win. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you can't cover off of that.
Um, I just think Trevor Lawrence, man, he just needs to get his head out of his ass.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know exactly what it is, what his deal is. Maybe it's the pressure that's getting to him. Maybe it's not the reads that he's getting. I don't know what it is, but he was highly touted coming out of Clemson. And
Oh
he
yeah.
just has not lived up to it. Maybe the second year, or not last year, but the year before when they came back.
Went to mm-hmm,
Yeah, when
mm-hmm.
they came back in that second half against the Chargers,
Right.
that was probably his best year.
It was.
I don't,
Definitely was.
his rookie year they had Urban Meyer and all that.
And half of last year too, because they went like
Yeah,
8-1, and then they lost like 10 straight games going into
yeah,
this season.
yeah. So over the last 2 years, man, he's been half and half. He just needs to show his worth because I know he just signed a really big deal, but
275.
this might be
5
his
years.
last big deal if he doesn't, show
Right.
some production or something that he's worth keep giving money to.
Mhm.
So I think
But it's the offensive line too. It's a lot of different key areas to that stuff.
yeah.
The secondary isn't that stout. It's a lot of key pieces, man, to that stuff, bro. It's not just him. I give him some of the credit because he's the face, but it's not all on him. Whatever. That offensive
Well,
line
true. That's true.
been freaking demolished for years, bro.
Right.
Always injuries, always big time. Yeah, it's been bad in Jacksonville on offensive lines. Last good offensive line they had when Jones Drew was there.
Yeah, Maurice Jones-Drew, baby.
The Mighty
Yep.
Mouse, definitely
Yep.
for real.
All right, so me and you have the Jags. We have the over, or no, I have the over. You have the under.
Yep.
Jordan has the Colts, and he has the under. So it should be a good game. Hopefully, I mean it's going to be a shit show, but
Yep.
it is what it is. Next game, this one will be a good one. We have Buffalo, who's favored by 1 at the Houston Texans. The over under is 47.5, which is, I believe, the third highest over under for the week. With this being in Houston, Buffalo coming off the loss against Baltimore. I think Houston lost last week as well, if I remember correctly.
No, they beat the Jags. They beat the
Oh,
Jags.
you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, they beat the Jags.
They did beat the Jags.
By 4 points.
But it was kind of a sloppy game, wasn't it? If they it wasn't like a it wasn't like a not necessarily a beatdown, but it wasn't like a solid win, I guess you could say.
Yeah, a lot of controversial calls and that stuff.
Correct, correct. I think Buffalo might still be a better team overall than Houston, even though Houston had a phenomenal year last year, and Buffalo really doesn't have a number one. Buffalo, I've heard, is a contender to get Devontae Adams. If he were to go there, that could be a very, very good spot for him. He would definitely be the number one, and that he could set them over the edge to finally maybe get to the Super Bowl. I don't know. Not saying that yet until he were to get there. If he were to get there and see how that goes. But for this game, man, I think Buffalo's coming off that loss to the Baltimore Ravens. I think they're going to get it done. I think they're going to get it done in Houston. It's going to be a close game, but I just think overall, even though Houston has Diggs and Tank Dell and Stroud and all them boys, I just think Buffalo is somehow still the overall better team, and I'm going to take.
That's so crazy.
I know.
That's so
I know.
crazy you say that, bro.
I'm going to have them cover. Obviously, it's only 1 point, and I'm going to have the over under. I have faith in the Bills. I still think that they're the Bills of old, to where they're not. Once they get to the Chiefs, or maybe even Baltimore. Now, obviously, they lost to Baltimore already. When it really matters, they might not be able to get it done. I don't know, but as far as this game, I'm taking the Bills.
So funny you say that because I like the Bills as well. With Mixon, I don't know if he's gonna play. I think he's a game time decision. I'm not sure if he's playing. So without him, they got Cam Akers. They got Pierce that's been a healthy scratch the last couple games. Man, I don't know. I think Tank Dell might be banged up as well. So it's a lot of stuff that's going on or whatever with that Houston team. I don't know what it is, but I just like Buffalo, bro.
Yeah, man, I really do too.
I don't know why. But Buffalo
this year just seems a little bit different.
Bro, they
don't have Stephon Diggs being a drama queen or drama king.
Right.
They don't necessarily have a number one receiver, so he's just fucking chucking it everywhere.
Doing whatever. And
like I say, man, it's all just clicking for him.
And when you play these games like these good games or whatever, well matchup games, bro, it comes to who's tougher,
Yeah.
Buffalo is tough. Defensively, they're tough. Offensively, they're tough, bro. Cooks is tough. Josh Allen is tough as freaking nails, bro. no real good receivers, nothing like that. But
You're right.
man, they still. I feel like they're tough. They're one of the toughest teams out here, bro. They might have got smashed by the Ravens, but they're still so freaking tough.
Yeah, but now that they've played each other, if they were to meet again in say the AFC Championship, they already know, they're going to fucking
it is.
yeah, exactly. So, yep. But they got to get past the defending champions and the Chiefs before any of that is, to take place. So we can revisit. Well, I mean, we can visit that when and if it were to take place. We got Jordan James in the chat over here since he's away, can't be on the pod tonight. He says Texans are coming. He has the Texans winning this game and them taking the over. I can see it going both ways, but as me and you've just discussed, I just feel like the Bills are the overall better team.
I do too, bro.
All right. So the next game after that, we got the Las Vegas Raiders going against the Denver Broncos, who are looking to get rid of Davante Adams, who has a hamstring injury and requested a trade this past week over the past couple of days. So he's obviously not playing. Denver, I mean, I don't even know what to think of them, to be honest. They're not a very good team, but they are winning.
Right.
Makes no fucking sense. I don't understand it.
The defense.
Yeah, you're right.
It's clearly what they're riding on. That's their training, the defensive training, bro. Because Bo Nix beat the brakes off of us. He beat us because we couldn't do anything offensively. He beats the Jets.
They just beat the Jets.
Beat the Jets in a very sloppy game, 10-9.
Yep.
Wasn't doing much on either side, but like I said, Bo Nix acting like he coming to play. But man, I think he had like 60-something yards though, man, total, bro. Like it wasn't.
The game was wet. It was rainy.
Right.
Neither team was really doing anything. It was literally just a fucking field goal game. That's all it was.
Yeah. Y'all might as well play hot ball out there. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all it was. They were just kicking field goals. I think they just scored a touchdown and then a field goal. But the Jets, all they did was kick field goals. But I have I think I'll have the Denver Broncos in this, man. I like the Raiders. Max Crosby is a fucking boss. He's the best player on that team now that Davante Adams is seemingly leaving. But he can only do it on one side of the field. And I really like Gardner Minshew. I think he should be a starting quarterback, which he is obviously for this team, but they don't have nobody. Davante Adams is all they have, and he's not playing because he's wanting to leave. So they don't really have nobody. Denver has the defense. They can stifle anybody seemingly. They did it to the Jets. They did it to you guys. No one's really put a lot of points up against them.
Right.
And I definitely don't see the Las Vegas Raiders being able to do that without Davante Adams. So I'm going to take the Denver Broncos with the 2.5, and the over under is 35.5. I'll take that under, given Denver's last game 10-9.
Right.
They're not known to score points. They're known for their defense. So that's the reason why I'm going to take the under.
Heard that. I'm going with Vegas for all those reasons that you named. I'm going with Vegas because you got the situation with Davante Adams, because you got Pierce over there, whatever, man, trying to get these guys together, get these guys back into top form, top shape. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Who that was? Let me see.
You're right. They did.
Who caught that one? I think that might have been.
I don't know. I didn't get to see it.
Trey Palmer, baby. Let's go. So touchdown for the boys.
Real quick, would you take the over or the under for the Bills game?
I'm taking. Hold on. Who the Bills playing?
You got the Bills. It's the Bills in
I'm taking the over. Yeah,
over.
Houston. Yeah. I'm taking the over on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be tight.
All right. So for this game, you got Las Vegas. Continue.
I got Vegas, and I got the under.
Under.
I just feel like Pierce's defense is just as good as Sean Payton's defense. it's gonna make do, bro. It's not even the players, it's the scheme, and they
Yeah.
still want to play for this guy. They let that guy get that job. And
I
offensively,
like
man,
Antonio Pierce, man. I really like
offensively,
him.
bro, man,
I
bro,
fucking
I
loved him
think
as a
both
player
of these
too.
guys, I feel like both of these guys, man, gonna score under 20 points. Like, man, that shit might be 17-13, bro. You feel me?
It might
But
be.
a
It might be
good,
another 10-9 game. Who knows?
right, a good mudslide game, man, for real, man. You playing in the mud like with your friends and stuff, bro. Like, can't do nothing. A lot of fumbles, a lot of sloppy plays, and incomplete passes, and man, just all types of stuff. So I'm just feeling like this dirty game, this hard nosed defensive game, bro. I feel like the Vegas Raiders are gonna pull this one out, man.
Man, I can see
Pierce
them. I
needs
can see
another
them
big
doing
win.
that.
Pierce needs another big win. So I think this will be the time. Like I said, Minshew is that guy, bro. He's that guy. He needs those people, whatever. But even if he don't, man, he make them feel like they're freaking 10 feet tall. You feel
Yeah.
me? That's the Minshew mania syndrome that he has or whatever. That's why he's been picked up, bro. He was a third string from Jaguars, man. Came in, played his ass off. Went to Indy, got another job or whatever over here in Vegas, bro. Like, for real, he is that guy, bro. For real. They don't give him his props like they really should, but man, he gonna get that stuff popping.
I totally agree with you. I really like Gardner Minshew. He's deserving of a starting job in Las Vegas. But like I said, I think Denver's gonna get it. Jordan actually chose the Broncos as well.
Mm-hmm.
He has them covering it, and he has the over under as under.
Right. Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. I don't know why, but we usually run through Jordan and his setup to do this. But since he's gone, we're running it through mine, and I guess just my shit isn't just cooperating correctly. But bear with us. We're still here for you guys. We're still getting our picks in, making a fucking educated guess, and giving our reasons. So stick with us and through these technical difficulties, and we'll keep it moving. For the next game, we have Arizona Cardinals against the San Francisco 49ers in San Francisco, who are favored by 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
And that over under is a whopping 49.5.
Ooh. Shoot him up.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a shootout. San Francisco hasn't really played that great this year
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason. I mean, they've been winning games, but I don't think it's been that pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Purdy, on the other hand, he's doing what he needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
He's not making a name for MVP, but he's doing what he needs to do to win games. Like, I don't want to say game managing, but that's kind of what he's doing. He's doing what he needs to do to
Definitely
get
game
people
manager.
involved
Mm-hmm.
to win games.
Mm-hmm.
Without CMC, they're still winning games, and that's pretty
Right.
solid. And against Arizona, who is Arizona, I'm gonna have to choose San Francisco in this.
Yep. I'm going
San
San Francisco.
Francisco. I'm gonna have San Francisco. Uh, I mean, I just don't know if Kyler Murray gets going and he gets Marvin Harrison Jr. involved,
Mm-hmm.
and they start just fucking just bombing it and shit like that, and Skyler Murray can scramble and not get hurt and stuff like that. It could be a closer game than 7.5. I think I'm going to take San Francisco, and I think I'm going to take the Cardinals
Cover.
to cover, and I'm going to take the, what is it, 49.5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the under on that. I'm going to take the under on that.
I like everything you said. I like San Fran, even though no CMC. Mason, I feel like his time is over with. Jordan Mason.
You think they've even figured him out?
Then figured him out. It's over with. So you got
Possibly.
You got to get some other guys or whatever to come in there and do some gadget plays or something.
Need to get Deebo Samuel involved and Brandon Ayuk and shit.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
Even
George Kittle,
Jennings
yeah.
too. Jennings had like 2 or 3 touchdowns or whatever a couple weeks ago. If it was last week or a couple weeks ago, so he's done big work, coming in. So all these guys got to get involved. Defense, man, definitely got to get involved
for sure.
The run game, like I said, the run game, I don't feel like they're going to do too much of anything. So I'm going with 49ers. Arizona covers the spread. I'm going to under as well.
All right. Jordan has the 49ers. He has the exact same thing that we got. He has the 49ers winning, Arizona covers, but he has the under. He has the exact same thing that we got. Great minds think alike.
James Conner, man, he definitely gonna be the difference maker over there because they're gonna have the balance that they need.
Yeah.
With the running game.
Yep. I mean, he's doing pretty good for them, but if he doesn't get going, that doesn't open up the passing game for Kyler and Marvin Harrison and them guys. And I mean, if that doesn't happen, then it could spell disaster for them. Even if it does, Marvin Harrison has to have either Marvin Harrison or Connor has to have a monster game to overcome San Francisco's defense. I mean, they're fucking just studs. I mean, they're almost a complete team when healthy.
Right.
And against San Francisco or against Arizona, I'm taking San Francisco every day. It's almost
every
given.
Time.
Every time. Exactly. All right. So we all agree on that one. The next game after that is Green Bay, who's favored by 3 against the Los Angeles Rams in LA. The over-under is 48.5. Jordan Love, as far as I know, is going to play this game. He didn't look too great last game. He's still like protecting that ankle. I think they kind of rushed him back a little bit, maybe a week or two too early. They got the win last week, I believe.
No,
LA Rams, they're just
Minnesota. They played Minnesota.
Oh, they played Minnesota.
They came back though.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. You're right.
Like 28.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but it was like 30, 31, 28, or 31.
Yeah, so they're coming off that loss. The Rams just, I mean, they're just Cooper Kupp's out. They don't have nobody else besides Cooper Kupp. Matt Stafford, I mean, he's trying to do every damn thing that he can to get everybody else involved, and it just ain't working. Right. Cam Akers isn't running the ball very well. Let's see.
No.
Who's the running back?
Kyron Williams.
Williams. Cam Akers is out?
No, he plays for somebody else now.
Well, who? God damn it! Yeah, he plays for Washington, if I'm not mistaken. Who's the other running back? They had someone else. It was fuck. I can't remember off the top of my head who the running back was. I thought it was someone else aside from Cam Akers. My apologies on that, but yeah, if I remember correctly, Cam Akers is in Washington. But Cooper Kupp is out. Matthew Stafford just not. He just doesn't have enough weapons to get everybody in, or not everybody involved. But he just doesn't have enough weapons to put the points on the board. Against Green Bay, who they're not bad. Their defense isn't terrible. Their defense is pretty decent. Their offense is pretty decent when Jordan Love is in there, but he is a little bit injured, obviously, with that ankle and everything. So I'm not sure how mobile he is, how well he can be in the pocket. But with all that said, I think I'm still going to take Green Bay. I think they're the overall better team. I think they're going to cover, and I think I think the over will be as well. I think they'll be able to at least score 24 points each.
I like Green Bay in this game. Jordan Love, I feel like he'll be okay. He can't run as much as he used to, but shit, man, you got a running back, man, that can do all that stuff for you. You ain't got to do all that stuff no more.
True.
And then freaking Jordan Reed been over there, freaking man, just straight mobbing over there, bro. He been killing the game over there. So they found them a number 1 receiver in Jordan Reed. That is the guy, you know.
Well, that's the thing with Green Bay. Even though he's doing well, they don't have, like, if you ask most people, they don't have.
They got Wilkins. They got those.
They have a lot. They have a lot of weapons. They just don't have like a true number 1 saying, "Hey, you're the fucking guy."
The go-to is Reed. The go-to is Reed. Reed's gonna catch the touchdown. He's gonna be aggressive. He wants the ball. He's gonna get the separation. He has the speed. He has the strength. He has the
halftime, baby. Not to interrupt you, but it's halftime. That's what I got.
Yes, sir. 24-17, Tampa Bay, man. We showing up, man. Showing out. I don't care where we play at, bro, man. We're gonna show up and show out. But anyway, Green Bay, like the under, you know. They'll handle business. I feel like Green Bay handle business. They took a bad loss, man. They was down too much, man, too early. I think it was like freaking 28
Yeah,
7.
Minnesota was wiping the floor with them a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, Minnesota, man, is crazy good, bro. They're crazy good.
Jordan, on the other hand, he has the Rams in this game,
Hmm.
but he does have the under. He's with us on the under.
Hmm. I don't know what that defense though, man. That defense is pathetic. I don't understand that pick, you know?
I don't know.
That defense
I
is
mean,
pathetic, bro. It's too many injuries over there for the boys to be super good. But shit, man, you know how they topsy turvy, man, with this NFL anyway. So
yep, for
you know,
sure. This season, man, this season in our picks, I don't know if you talked to Jordan, but he won last week. I came in second, and I guess obviously you came in third. I'm not sure exactly what the records were, but
mhm.
I just feel like this season is just fucking weird when it
It
comes to
is
picks. So many upsets, so many teams you think are going to win one week and they
right.
look really good. The following week they look like shit. It's just hard. These picks are just hard.
Hmm.
So anybody out there watching, make an educated guess based on your opinion, our stats that we're giving you, and and stuff
Right.
like that.
Hmm.
Don't hold us accountable because, like I said, just shit
For
is just
real,
so crazy this season so far.
man. So
Um,
crazy.
yeah, so for the next game after that, we got the New York Giants in Seattle, who are favored by 6.5, and the over-under is 43.5. Now, the Giants just got beat by the Cowboys in New York, and neither team looked very, very good. New
Hmm.
York is New York, and no one expects anything out of them. Daniel Jones has looked pretty decent so far this year, but he's not living up to that 140 million or
He's
160
not
million.
scoring though. He's
Yeah,
not. He's
he's
not
not living up to that
scoring.
guaranteed contract that he was given.
Hmm.
Seattle, they're coming off a loss, a tough loss at that,
Hmm.
and I'm looking for them to bounce back, man. Geno Smith, he put up a lot of yards against who the hell they just play?
Lions.
Yeah, the Lions. Yeah, he just put up a lot of yards against the Lions, and he still lost.
Hmm.
If he can continue to do that, he's gonna he's gonna sink the Giants in this game.
Hmm.
If they do the same thing, they're gonna fucking beat the shit out of the Giants. So I'm gonna take Seattle. They're gonna cover, and I'm taking the over easily.
I like Seattle because they got Kenneth Walker back, and it
Yeah,
brings a
he
lot
is.
more,
Yeah,
lot more
yep,
stability to that offense. You don't just have to chuck it up every time.
yep,
Hoping that DK is there and the Jigba is there, freaking Tyler Lockett is there. Fan is there, whatever. Fan's been that guy too, whatever.
yep.
So he's definitely been helping them out or whatever. But Kenneth Walker is there. What he had 3 touchdowns last game?
I can't remember, but he fucking went off.
Man,
He went off.
oh yeah, for real. Top speed, 21 miles an hour, man. Golly.
Yeah,
He'll never go
he was I
injured,
think it
right?
was 22.2
Okay.
was worthy from the Kansas City Chiefs, the one who set the all-time
Hmm.
40 dash record at the combine, and the guy from Seattle was 22.1. So it
Hmm.
was 22.2 and 22.1.
Oh wow. Okay.
Crazy.
Boy, speedsters out there.
Fuck you, man.
But like I said, I like Seattle. I like Seattle on that a lot. I feel like they'll cover, but I really like the under though, man. I don't know why. I just like the under. I feel like a lot of running. There's gonna be a lot of running in this game,
I
man.
mean,
A
the
lot of
Giants,
passing.
if they put shit together, they could cover it. I mean, it could
Hmm.
be closer than 6.5,
Hmm.
especially if they get their defense can get to Geno and
Hmm.
cause a little bit of mayhem to where he doesn't have all day in the pocket and stuff like that.
Right.
But with it being in Seattle, they have the 12th man. I, and they
That's a
come
tough
them
place.
coming off a tough loss where they put up a lot of yardage and stuff like that. I feel like if they can do it against the Lions, they can definitely do it against the Giants
Hmm.
easily.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I got Seattle cover. They cover but I have the over. You got the under.
I got the under.
Jordan has the over.
He got
Seahawks.
Seattle as well.
Yeah, he has Seattle. He has them covering, and he has them going over.
All right, okay.
So the last game of the day on Sunday is my unfortunate beloved Dallas Cowboys against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are favored by 2.5 over
Hmm.
the Cowboys.
That's it.
Come on, man.
That's it.
The over under is 44.5. I'm gonna let you go before I fucking go crazy.
Man, Dallas needs a running back better than the mug, bro. That's their problem. You try Z, you try Dowell or whatever his name is, man. You got all these little small scat backs. That's not gonna work, man. Your offense not balanced, bro. You know it's all about the balance. Michael Parsons, man, is
He's out. He's
down.
out.
He's down.
Him.
Freaking Lawrence
Lawrence is
is
out. Yep,
down.
he's out too.
Man, who
So
y'all
our
got
run
out?
defense is compromised. Our pass defense isn't nothing to fucking write home about.
Right.
But it's Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I mean, their
Dominant
defense is their
defense.
defense. Mike Tomlin,
Dominant.
never count out Mike Tomlin, man.
Right.
Never count him out.
Yep.
Winning, he's had a winning season for the past 15, 20 years, I think, or like 18 years,
18
however
years.
long he's been there.
Never under 500. Never.
No, never. It's either been eight or 500 or above.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know, man.
But
who you got?
Man, I got the Steelers.
Steelers.
They got to figure out something with Fields.
Yeah.
Fields gonna have to run that ball a little bit better, whatever. But you're gonna have the holes. You're gonna have the access to do that stuff at will. You don't have to throw for a ton of yards, man. You can probably throw maybe 15 to 18 passes in this game or whatever, and still win by a nice little lead.
Yeah.
If the defense handle business, like I said, y'all not gonna run. Dak not gonna run at all. So
probably
you
not.
You don't even have to worry about that aspect of the game. They probably run maybe 12 times in the whole game for Dallas. So
yeah,
you don't
man.
have to really worry about that. Focus on that part of the game anyway. So with Pittsburgh or whatever that can run and pass a little bit, like I say, 15, 18, 20 passes, Justin Fields, that's safe. That's where you want him to be at.
He can run for about 50 yards too. That'll definitely help him out.
You want Warren to get involved. I haven't seen Warren getting involved, whatever. You want Najee to get involved, Peter Move to get involved. You want all those guys to get involved, bro. So, like I say, there's got to be a grunt work type game.
Yeah.
To beat these guys or whatever. But like I like Pitt. I like Pitt. I like the over.
Okay.
I like Pitt on this.
Got the over. All right. Let's see. Who does Jordan have? He has the Cowboys. He has the Cowboys, and he has them going the under, under with that. And I can see that just because CeeDee Lamb. I mean, and Dallas is supposedly a potential place for Davante Adams. I've heard conflicting reports where they say they're interested. Then I've heard that they're not interested. They've already said, we're not interested. They do have the cap space for at least for 1 year to get him for the rest of the season. I'd say go do it, man. You got CeeDee on one side, you got Davante on the other. I mean, what are you going to do? That's going to open up a lot of things for either one. You can't double team both of them.
That'll be some cowboy thing to do, man. Especially when you need a running back so bad.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't focus on that running back, and you can't focus on somebody to replace Parsons for freaking 6 weeks or something like that, man. That's
we're going to need to be putting points on the board. So bringing in Davante, that would definitely help us out. To at least keeping the run of the division, if not, wild card and stuff like that. Dallas is just, as much as I like them, man, they're just the biggest soap opera in sports history, man. Jesus Christ, it's just one thing after another. Jerry doesn't shut the fuck up. Micah has a podcast, which is fine, but I mean, just focus on football. Just focus on football, bro. If you win a championship, by all means, man. You brought us to the promised land. You can do whatever the fuck you want after that. But you haven't done shit. I mean, you came close to winning Defensive Player of the Year your rookie year. Last year you came close, but you haven't done it yet.
Yep.
We just haven't got over that hump,
He's
man.
still a
And
dominant presence now, for real. Don't get
yeah, I
it
mean he
twisted.
is,
He
he is,
is.
but
He the heart and soul of that defense. So
certain schemes he can't do shit against.
right.
When he's
But that's
double
because they
teamed,
doubling,
when he's
they
double teamed,
tripling, bro.
he can't do shit.
The
He's
chip
not he's
blocks and all that stuff, bro. Yeah, for real. That's a lot to deal with. That's
yeah,
why he hurt
he's
now.
not a
You
Miles
know?
Garrett. He's not a Aaron Donald where you can put five people in those motherfuckers and they'll still get to you.
Right.
You know, they're just those type of players. I mean, it could be the position, it could be those, you know, they're just a little bit bigger.
Schemes.
They're bigger than him. It could be the schemes of the
But
defense.
they don't have Dan Quinn no more. So
Right.
they don't have Quinn. So
Yep. And
all that stuff
I
gonna get
think that
swapped
is
out
a possible reason as to why they've taken a step back. Um,
defensively.
Defensively. Their run defense isn't terrible, but I don't know how it's going to be without D Law and Micah there.
Yep.
So what happened to happen to see how it's going to be this week.
Right.
I did pick up Justin Fields on my fantasy team just
Okay.
because I think he's just doing enough to what he needs to do to win, man. He is actually a perfect player for that system.
He is.
Once he learned, you know,
it's kind of like it's kind of like a Cordell Stewart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
That's basically who it is.
Yeah.
You can run, you can pass a little bit, whatever. Like
if the team was just a little bit better, if they, I mean, I know they got George Pickens and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm not sure exactly what it is. If it's the pressure that Fields is getting to where he doesn't have enough time to make all his reads, you know, to do whatever. So then he has to scramble. I'm not 100% sure exactly what it is, but if they could fix,
he get happy feet. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I feel like that's accurate as well. And I mean, just.
But he used to that. He used to that being in Chicago, not having
yeah,
great offensive
yeah. He's used to
line.
getting his fucking. He's used to having to run for his life.
3-4 years or whatever, dealing with that stuff, running for
Yeah.
your life just to freaking get 3-4 yards.
Yeah.
You know, like it's gonna be hard to change out that mindset or whatever.
Right.
Steelers got him in a perfect position. Any quarterback that would have been there, whatever, even with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Let's ride, man. Russell Wilson.
Yeah, Russell Wilson.
He would have been in a perfect position or whatever because the offensive line can hold pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
That was the thing with Denver. They couldn't hold that line, man. That man was getting roughed up. That man still had to run. 34, 35 years old, whatever. You still out here running like you Mike Vick, bro. That shit got to stop, bro. You're a small quarterback. You're gonna take those little stupid injuries and stuff like that, you know. So
he wasn't the same when he came to Denver from Seattle, man.
That's why they got rid of him so cheap.
Yeah.
They're like, man, you can have him.
But I don't think that was necessarily his fault completely. I just feel like Sean Payton just didn't fucking want him, man. That's all it was.
Yeah.
That's all it really was. And he was just like, hey, man, coming in this draft, I'm going to get someone that's not you, and
I can trust. That's a Super Bowl champion.
And I can control.
Right
I can control.
I'm
not saying that he couldn't control Russ, but you know, Russ knows how to do audibles. He knows how to switch plays. I'm not saying that Bo Nix doesn't, because he was a professional college player, being in college for fucking like 5-6 years or whatever it was. But
that's it. That's it.
With all that being said,
you want somebody that's in there that's freaking, like I said, that has a football mind.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the right pieces around him, you know, Jerry Jeudy was a bust pretty much.
Yep.
You just couldn't get that stuff together, man. You never had a real running back, so you definitely doing too much, bro. You like Jordan out there when you was playing with the Wizards. You feel me? Like you don't have the talent around you. Good coach, no talent around you. You gonna do your thing, but like I said, man, you're just gonna get beat up too much. And at your older age now, older in football age, it was just too much over there. And right now, and now, I don't know when he's gonna play again because he got these nagging injuries and like you've been beat up so much in the past that your future's looking bleak, you know.
Yeah, he might
be his last ride, man.
He might not be a starting quarterback anywhere else, man. He might not. He's either going to have to ride the bench behind Justin Fields whenever he is healthy this season, or go somewhere else where he's probably going to have to. Well, it just depends on where he goes. Maybe if he goes to like Tennessee, because that coach, he's ride or die for fucking Will
Will
Levis.
Levis. Mm-hmm. But
Maybe
you
if
never know. You never
Jacksonville
know.
moves off of Trevor Lawrence for whatever reason, however they could, even though they just
Much
gave him that
money.
big
Too
contract.
much money. Yeah, too much money
Yeah.
attached to him. He got at least 3 years.
Yeah. So I really don't know where he could go. Minnesota has JJ McCarthy in the tuck, so he can't go there. Houston can't go there. Obviously,
Carolina.
49ers are about to pay Purdy.
Right.
Can't go there. Jets have Aaron Rodgers. I really don't know where he could go. I really don't know where he could go. That
Right.
he's gonna be a starting quarterback. So he might be shit out of luck, to be honest.
Right.
To where he's gonna ride the pine, or he just might have to retire.
Right.
But anyways, with all that said, I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys,
There you
baby.
go.
I
You're
gotta
supposed
take the
to.
Dallas Cowboys.
Supposed to. Definitely supposed
Yeah,
to.
man, that's my team. Unfortunately, however you want to look at it, it's only 2.5 pit that is favored. I'm going to take that. Dallas is obviously going to cover that. The over under, yeah, I'll take that as well. I think they'll go over on that.
Go over.
Dallas might score the majority of the points, but I still think that's going to be the over. Coming off some see like Dallas, they can have a bad game, then come out the next game and look like they're the best team of the fucking decade. They can look like Alabama out there,
Mm.
or they can come out and look like goddamn Florida State, looking like shit the bed and
Mm.
stuff.
Okay.
So it's hard to tell until the game starts, but I'm gonna have to go with the Dallas, man. They're gonna win it. They're gonna cover, and it's gonna be the over.
All right. I'm with you.
And like I said, you got Pitt, you got the over. Jordan has the Dallas and the under, which is feasible. Um, and that's what it is, guys. That is our picks. I didn't. No, actually, sorry. I am so fucking
We got
sorry.
the Monday night.
Yeah,
Gotta
we
go
got
with
the
the Monday
Monday
night.
night game. My bad. New Orleans on Monday night going into Kansas City, who's favored by 5.5, and the over under is 43.5.
Mhm.
I mean, Kansas City all day, man. Undefeated. 2-time champs. Reigning defending champs. I mean, you
I
got to
think
pick them until they get beat. Am I wrong?
you're wrong.
I'm
New
wrong?
Orleans,
Oh.
New Orleans is gonna get back on track, man. No, Rice over there,
Yep,
he's
that's
done
true.
for. I know you got Worthy that you're gonna try to plug and play, but
Yep.
I think New Orleans is gonna run all over them boys, man. I feel like Kamara's gonna be great. All those guys gonna be great, man. Just enough to do that because they just been winning, bro, over
Yeah.
little bullshit ass calls.
Yep.
They got the refs in their pockets. So
That is true. Like it is
and
kind of
and,
like
and and
if you
and
think about it, it is a little weird.
right. And I don't even really want to go for New Orleans, but I just gotta go for New Orleans on this one. They're definitely gonna cover the spread, but freaking I'm going with New Orleans. Fuck that. I'm going with New Orleans, bro. For real, because I'm tired of seeing Kansas City win. They need to diet down a little bit. They don't have no real running game. The freaking you lost your
Yeah,
main
I mean, they're
receiver.
Travis Kelsey
Only
ain't doing
receiver that got
shit.
double digit. The only receiver that has double digit catches on your team goes down.
Yeah.
Probably for the year.
Yeah, he was on my fantasy team, and I had to drop. They haven't diagnosed him with being out for the rest of the season, but
It's
I
looking
just
like
try to
that.
play
It
it
depends on the
safe.
surgery, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I played it safe, and I dropped him. I mean, hopefully, maybe come Monday, Tuesday, they say 6, 7, 8 games or something. I might try to pick him back up, but
Let's go, Big Bait. Let's go, Big Bait. Hell
that's
yeah.
not
Take your
100%
bait,
guaranteed.
baby.
All right, so you got New Orleans, you got them to cover,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and you got the over or
I got
under.
I got the under.
Under.
Going
Gotcha.
the under. Mm-hmm. Yep,
All
yep.
right. Let's see what James had. Jordan James had. What did he have? He had the Saints as well. He had the
Mm.
Saints as well.
That's it. That's it.
And he has them uh going over.
You
I'm
got them
assuming
going
he has
over.
them
Okay.
covering.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he has them going over. Or yeah, over. Yep.
That's what's up. So man, hey man, we got some good picks. Sounds good. Sounds good to me, man. For real, make your wages. Keep on tuning in to the podcast. When my homie gets back, man, we got more content. We got more things or whatever to share with you guys, man. It's just a whole bunch of going on right now, man. My man had to take a slight little you know what I'm saying? Vacate. So, man, we finna do what we do. And hey, man, where's V, man? I appreciate you, man, shouting it out. Hey, man, the show must go on, bro. You
Yes,
already know what
sir. It,
time
should,
it
it
is,
needs to,
man.
man. We
Hey,
can't
man, that's
we
real
can't let the
solid.
people be in limbo. We got to give them what they want.
Yes, sir. Definitely, man. So we're gonna do our thing. Hey, man, shout us out, man, in the comments, man. Hey, look for us, man. We're doing more stuff all the time, man. Let Loose Podcast. We out this mug, man. Signing out. Holla.
Peace out.